What's going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it's time to talk about Dragon Ball Super Episode 8. So this was a pretty simple episode of Dragon Ball Super, like most of them. It's basically Vegeta versus Beerus, Oolong versus Beerus, in a sense, and Goku arrives at the end to tell them that he has a plan for the whole Super Saiyan God thing, give me a little bit more time. So, Goku, always arriving at the last second. But anyways, those are the three main points of the episode. So as far as the Vegeta versus Beerus stuff goes, I liked it. I liked it better than the movie. The animation was good. Um, we didn't have that stupid line from Master Roshi where he's like, "Oh my God, Vegeta surpassed Goku temporarily." Like, that was stupid. Angry power up or not, there's no reason. There is no reason Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, even with an angry power up, should be hundreds of times stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku to the point where he can hurt Beerus. So I'm glad, I'm not hurt him, but, just be stronger in general. So, yeah, Master Roshi kept his mouth shut, good, that wasn't there, that problem's fixed, awesome. And Beerus is more on top of things, he takes less hits than he did in the movie, and he blocks a lot more, and it's just an overall better depicted scene. I liked it much more going into the water, the tunnel, and all that. Very cool. Very, very cool. So, great beginning to the episode. The middle portion with Oolong, it's okay. I like the tension it was building, because unless, if you haven't seen the movie, they're playing rock, paper, scissors. Beerus is an unpredictable guy. You don't know if they'll play rock, paper, scissors, and Oolong wins, and he'll be like, alright, I'm mad that you won, I'm going to blow up the planet anyway, or if he'll win, or what it is. So, I mean, there's eventually going to be a fight between Goku, this rock, paper, scissors game isn't going to settle it, but I feel like it built decent tension. It was cool to see Oolong get some screen time, since he really hasn't gotten any major screen time since, like, way, way back in the series, so that's cool. And the rock, paper, scissors, it was okay. It didn't drag on too long. I thought it could have dragged on quite a bit since they let it carry over past the eye catcher, but nah, it was done. It was just the middle portion of the episode. It probably lasted about as long as the Vegeta stuff, maybe a little bit longer, which some could say is problematic. I don't. It was fine. They tie a few times, whatever. Beerus ends up winning, and he's ready to blow up the planet. And Goku at the last second. Goku always at the last second, like I said before. He comes in there talking to Bulma, just being your normal Goku. Puts a smile on your face. He's awesome, and he says he wants to. I believe he said he either said it here or he said it in the preview. I don't remember because I watched the preview for this episode also. And he's gonna ask Shenron about the whole Super Saiyan God thing. I believe he said it in the episode because Bulma scolded Trunks for going to see the Dragon Balls and everything. So yeah, he says, I'm gonna ask Shenron, and I think that's a good idea. Shenron could know. I don't know if it wastes a wish. I forget how it happened in the movie, but I think Shenron gives 2 wishes anyway. But still, they are going to ask Shenron, and then you see the Pilaf gang. They're leaving. I thought they had the Dragon Balls, but no, they were just bailing out because shit was getting very explodey up on that ship, and they were like, no, fuck that shit. So no, they don't have the Dragon Balls yet, so they're probably going to go back and try and get them. Something's going to happen there, I'm sure, but I don't know. Pilaf gang, maybe they just left. I mean, if they did just leave and they cut out the whole, trying to hold Trunks at gunpoint and all that stuff, I guess they did. Why were the Pilaf gang in this movie? Not movie. Why were they in this arc if they weren't going to do anything? Like I said, maybe they'll come back. Maybe they'll make a play for the Dragon Balls. It'll be comedic or whatever. But they really have not served a purpose at all. I mean, they served more of a purpose in the movie. So have to see what happens there. Also, there's something else that's problematic in the preview that I'll talk about. But yeah, that's the entire episode. So the animation overall was fairly solid. A couple of background shots of the characters standing there looked a little iffy, but I mean, they weren't anything awful, and I mean, they are just in the background, like further back, so it's whatever. Then you've got the pacing, which was pretty good. I thought when they started doing rock, paper, scissors, it was going to get really, really slow, and it was kind of slow, but not really that bad. The story progression, Vegeta went at it, didn't really do anything. Oolong tried to stall for time, or, that stalled time for Goku to get there. Goku, apparently he was watching the whole time. So, there's that. And Goku arrives, he has a plan. So, I mean, the story progression is nothing out of this world, but it's some of it is there, but it could have been better. So, I mean, it's an okay episode of Dragon Ball Super. I think the action with Vegeta really brings it up a notch, but everything else is just kind of meh to okay. The preview, though, in the preview, if you guys don't know, spoiler alert, the Super Saiyan God is made by, like, 5 Saiyans pooling their energy into 5 good Saiyans, like, completely pure of heart, pooling their energy into one Saiyan, like, just completely. It's like different from, I guess technically giving energy over to someone else has never really been done outside of the movies, so yeah, it's not really a plot hole that it somehow creates a Super Saiyan God this time. Because that's what I was going to say, is that, oh, they pulled their energy in the Brawly movie, he didn't turn to Super Saiyan God. Well, there was some Namekian energy in there, and blah, blah, blah. I think it makes sense. It's basically pure-hearted Saiyans, put it in there, done. And he's the Super Saiyan God. In the movie, what they did was, you have Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Vegeta, and they need a fifth one. They use Videl because she's pregnant with Pan, and that's a Saiyan fetus inside of her. It has some form of life energy. A little bit weird, but it works. It looks like that's what they're going to do here, and the reason why that's a problem is because Battle of Gods had to have taken place, like, a few years after, the Buu saga ended, because she's pregnant. Pan's like 4 at the very end in the final tournament, so 6 years after the ending of the Buu saga. This is confirmed 6 months after the Buu saga, so if she's already pregnant, that's such a huge oversight. Like, that's not a huge plot hole. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You could say she's 10 or whatever, or 8 or whatever in that final tournament, but it's just, why even bother? Just change the method of the transformation, it seems so dumb to just keep a plot hole there when it's so obviously there. So I don't know, they got to do something about that. We'll see what happens. Maybe she won't, but she was standing there in the final shot when Goku was a Super Saiyan God, so I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. That's really all I have to say about this episode. The review feels like I've gone on forever, but I don't think I have. I don't know. A really simple episode, so the review shouldn't have taken too long, but I wanted to talk about the preview and everything. Yeah, but from a technical aspect, the episode is decent. It's okay, and the enjoyment of the episode for me was, it was okay. The Vegeta stuff at the beginning was the best part. So, I'd probably set the episode around a 7 out of 10. It was an okay episode of Dragon Ball Super. I feel like you could have shortened the Oolong stuff, and you could have had Goku talk to Shenron, like actually do it. The first half could have been Vegeta and Oolong. Second half could have been Goku, Shenron, finding out about the Super Saiyan God. And they're saying, yeah, let's make the Super Saiyan God. Roll credits. You could have done that. But you could have done something similar for a lot of episodes in Dragon Ball Super. They are milking it and dragging it out. That is completely, no Dragon Ball fan, no matter how big of a fanboy, you cannot deny they are milking the movie like crazy, because once these episodes are done, they're going to have a longer runtime than the movie did. They probably already do. And they have more dragged out scenes than the movie. And the movie, people already said, was kind of slow. I wasn't bothered by it, but you know what I mean. They're milking the shit out of it. But I accept that. I enjoy it for what it is, and I'm liking it so far. It hasn't seriously disappointed me or anything, but if some people want to say, oh, Dragon Ball Super is kind of disappointing, it's really slow with the overall plot progression from episode to episode, and I'd say, what, I could understand that. I do want to see what they're going to do when they get past the movies, mainly. But I also am excited to see how they handle Resurrection of Frieza, because I really, really liked that movie. But anyways, enough rambling on and on. I'll give this episode a 7 out of 10, and thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys think of this episode of Dragon Ball Super in the comments section below. Follow me on Instagram, I post things there sometimes. Give this video a thumbs up, that would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.